You know, this video has been trending. The bad guys that capture the armored ammunitions with loaded of ammunitions. Hey God, our country. They thought it was a joke. Now, this man has come to clarify that it is true. It's not a joke. So you need to take time. Watch this video to the end. See, this country is going down the drain. It's sinking. All this one you say, you know, not the kind of not the quarter of this that is happening and that these people are doing, but yet nothing is happening. Nothing is happening to them. I want you to take your time. Listen to what this man said. This is a threat because they said they want to divide this country by force. It's painful to see all these are going on in our country and nothing is being done about it. And the funniest part of it is these people, their face are not masked up. No, they're not masked up, open face to face. Do you understand? See, take your time, watch this video. We'll come back and talk about it.
Where some of the inhabitants of these local areas knows where the Bello Turji boys are. Of recent, a former member of the State Assembly, Honorable Shuaibu Gonda, did say he can oblige himself, he can make himself available to show the security forces, whether the police, army, air force, or who, where these Bello Turji and cohorts are, as well as Honorable Boza. So the issue we are saying here...
Salu, say the issue is not where the whereabouts or the location of Turji. The Nigerian security forces, they know it. The game here is some people at the top, the politicians who've brought these criminal elements into the country, are the ones extending, you know, and making the work of the military difficult. Don't you? You're a security expert. Is that not the situation?
That is the secondary situation. But the primary situation also has to do with the conspiracy and compromise of some of the collaborating informants and what have you. It is generally known that highly placed people, top government functionaries, even amongst the top echelons of the police, army, and other security agencies have been involved in the insecurity in Katsina as well as Zamfara. Don't forget, before the convening of the Northwest Security Summit that had all the northwestern governors in attendance, sponsored by United Nations Development Program, His Excellency the Governor of Katsina did come out clearly to say that he had credible intelligence that top government functionaries are involved, top security echelons are involved. Since then, neither the National Security Advisor nor the Commander-in-Chief,
the former National Security Advisor, you will say.
No,
there's just a new one now.
No, we are talking about it. Diko Rada said it. The Northwest Security Summit was organized under Diko Rada as governor, and this National Security Advisor, No Ribado, was already on seat. So the Northwest Security Summit was just of recent, and he made this statement immediately. They came back from United States of America. Don't forget, Northwestern governors went to United States of America on this lingering security issue. Aftermath of when the UNDP funded them and the governor of Katsina State pioneered it, then we had the deputy governor of Kano State, we had the governor of Kaduna, Kebbi, Jigawa, Sokoto, and other, and as well as Katsina attending in Katsina State, where you had higher echelons of the security and other resource persons attending. So the issue here of this error in Zamfara State is one, there ought to have been technical support for any movement of the troops, because in general warfare, leave the insurgency and armed banditry, in general warfare of the military is a standard military terminology where if you are moving armor, personnel carrier, or any of the high capacity equipment, you must have technical support where you have your army engineers as well as others. Like that kind of a muddy place, we have army engineers that ordinarily will have done some gimmicks to be able to make the APC move. So that is what brings us to the question of who is somewhere masterminding, who is somewhere not wanting this armed banditry in Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto, and Niger, not wanting it to end. So the issue is about politics and business. Don't forget, there is gold mine in Zamfara State where there are allegations of even retired generals from that state involved, as well as former governors, senators, and also others. The issues are our judicial system, our security apparatus, especially the civil police that are empowered, as well as the DSS with intelligence gathering, as well as apprehending and charging such suspects to court, have failed in their responsibility. There are certain forces in Zamfara, Katsina, and Sokoto that are above the law. in the last administration of Muhammadu Buhari, he had promised Nigerians that he was going to gazette and publish the names of people sponsoring terrorism. All they brought were people operating Bureau de Change, as well as some skeletal people, not retired generals that are involved, not former governors, senators, as well as ministers. So I think we must bring policy of live and let live. Like a late governor of Lagos State in the Second Republic, Alhaji Lateef Jakande, used to say, if you lack patriotism, selflessness, determination, and commitment to nation building, you have lost everything. So I think it is high time for President Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, because it appears he has the zeal, but what is lacking is for him to be able to use the sword, to be able to use the cane to look elsewhere and say, no matter who you are, the state is above anybody. So the problem in Zamfara, Katsina and Sokoto, particularly Zamfara, is problem of God as well as problem of politics. There are some people that want to divest as well as divert certain attention of certain people. So the issue is...
So it's not the fault of the Nigerian military. They are doing their best.
No, they also have their...
They are not even well funded. Are they well funded?
With due respect to the Nigerian armed forces, in the past Buhari administrations, trillions of naira was expanded for procurement of Tucano, drones, and other high-power weapons. Even though we have Defense Industries Corporation in Kaduna, the most shameful thing of all this is that in the Northwest, in the former colonial capital, where the premiership had its headquarters, Kaduna, you have the Armed Forces Command and Staff College in Jaji.
You have all
Infantry
the
School, NDA,
military
Air Force Training Ground, Force Mechanized Division. Then in Sokoto there you have 8 division. In Gusau you have cantonment. So I think this brings us to the call for immediate restructuring of the entire security architecture. And when I say the entire security architecture, Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, and others for efficiency.
Sorry, Sally, when you're talking of the influence, untoward influence of politicians, top-level politicians who are destabilizing the country and hindering the efforts of the military, what has it got to do with restructuring? Are you saying the Nigerian armed forces are generals, officers, and men are not superbly trained? They perform fantastically well overseas. They are deliberately being hampered. You just said that.
Absolutely. If I vividly recall, the same armed forces that have refused to perform geometrically, even though with due respect, they've been trying and recording some successes, because the northeastern part now is getting to 70% of success on the sustained onslaught against the Boko Haram insurgency.
Yeah.
But as regards Sokoto, Zamfara, and Katsina, I will score them, Niger, I will score them 30%. When the bandits had notified that they were going to attack 101 battalion in Kainji, Niger State, as well as the air weapons, because some of the apprehended and imprisoned inmates of Boko Haram are in Kainji, 101 battalion, what have you. The commanding officer then, alongside the commandant of the air weapons school, collaborated and used some of the modern gadgets. In fact, they blocked road from Kanji to Wawa, where even the local chief was complaining that people have been subjected to use bushpile for instance, it's not right and what have you. At the time the bandits came to invade 101 battalion, 221, as well as air weapons school, they all collaborated rather than the members of the armed forces recording casualties. It was at the part of the bandits, including seizing some of the vehicles they brought and weapons. The commanding officer as at that time can be called to see. So if that can happen in Kanji, where you have the largest dam, how come that of Zamfara is not happening? So, and that is why we are saying that at this time that this APC was caught by this muddy land and also of other things, were there to be their engineers and technical support, they will have immediately evacuated it. Then again, what happens to, even though they said it rained on that day, but in countries like United States of America, Russia, and Germany that have advanced, there should be certain fighter jets that can sustain any weather, whether it is raining or not. So that brings us to the question of what was the amount, all the monies used under Buhari and even under this administration. It means they did not procure the sophisticated weapons that ought to withstand this kind of warfare.
There is a lot of politics in the international sphere about selling arms to Nigeria. Remember, few occasions the matter came up in the US Congress to block arms sales, citing human rights abuses and stuff like that. So the politics is enormous, and just very little trickles that they want to sell to the Nigerian government for its armed forces and the rest, But thanks so very much, for dissecting the issue as it is now. I'm sure the military high command from the office of the Chief of Defense Staff would be issuing further statement on the issues, and of course they are putting together their own tactical formation to invade the bandits and terrorists.
You listen to that. This is worrisome. The bad guys in the bush capture the state armor carriers of security. It's worrisome. They thought it was a joke. You see the security analyst, the way he analyzed, explained. So these people are not just doing it secretly, they are doing it openly. Come. Do you know what? It's like some people do not. Security armor carrier loaded with weapons, guns, loaded, and they were busy celebrating their win. And you do not see it as a problem. No, it's a problem in the land. It's one of them. And security, our military people will not defeat these people just like this. The same way they are handling it now. If our military has been defeated by these same people. So what are we saying? There is problem in the land. We need a bold person to deal with these people decisively. Like this, and with the way the country is going, I tell you, we go nowhere. We go nowhere. We are just roaming around, just beating around the bush. We know the problem. We know the problem, but we refuse to do it. We know this sponsor. You cannot deal with these people. When you're talking about the center gravity of this whole thing, what is the center gravity of this whole thing? The sponsors. It's not just those people carrying the gun. They have sponsors. Those sponsors are the center gravity of this problem. Go for the sponsors. Deal with them. Jail them. Arrest them. Then these people will surrender. I've been saying it. Omoishe, that's what I always use as an example. You don't understand. So if you deal with the Omoishe and leave the Oga, leave the Oga, you can only deal with the Oga. Oga don't care about those boys. Oga will recruit more boys. That is the problem. That's why the sponsors are the center gravity of this whole thing. Those are the people you need to go after. And these people, I tell you, they are in government. Some of them are governors. Some of them are senators. Some of them are ministers. Some of them, they are in government. They are the sponsor. They give them all the information. Some of them are still the military that are fighting these people. How do you deal with that? How? So we need a decisive government, bold person to come. And Tinubu is not bold enough to do because he knows his problem. He knows his problem. He cannot pass his boundary dealing with these people. No. He can't do it. And if he continue like he can't do it, continue like this, just continue. It's going worse. It can only get worse, not get better. Under Tinubu, we have been saying it. And now you cannot even sleep and close your eyes in your house. You cannot drive freely on the road. You cannot travel freely by road. More problems. They are just busy creating more problems, not solving problems. That is it. They are creating more problems and not solving the problems. And it will take a long time to solve this problem you are seeing. So, anyways, we can only bring it to your notice what is going on in your country. All you need to do, save yourself, protect yourself before these people. We just play that we're able to solve this problem. But solving the problem, not under this administration, I tell you, take it or leave it. Please, share this video. Like, share, and comment. Follow for more. You know as they go. Please. It's been a while though, but please help me share this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more.